name is Amy, and I am on a journey to financial freedom with my family. If you followed me for a while, we paid off 6 figures worth of student loan debt in 2021, and I am back this year to share our new journey to financial freedom. If you have been following me, you also know that we just had a baby, so don't mind the appearance, don't mind the messy background. This is the 10 minutes that my baby is sleeping that I feel like I can actually film this video. So bear with me, not ideal circumstances, but we're gonna make it work. Also, I got a new computer, which is so exciting. I'm so thankful and happy to have been able to buy a new computer. So I'm trying to get used to it, so it might be a little weird. I'm trying to figure out screen recording and all of that stuff. So I hope that this video turns out okay. And also, if you watched my last quarterly net worth update, I did talk about how I'm going to be changing the way that I'm doing these videos. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. As you can see on my screen, I have created a new Excel spreadsheet that is going over our financial goals as well as our net worth. So I'm going to be sharing these monthly going forward. So I hope you guys enjoy that. So let's go ahead and get started with our January recap. So as you can see here, for January, we're focusing right now on our emergency fund. We're able to put $3,269 into our emergency fund last month, which is really exciting. Super happy about that. So that is that. And then we also were able to increase both my husband and I's 401ks. So when I was kind of doing our benefits in December, we had some benefit changes. And so I was trying to kind of make our benefits and our retirement kind of even out to what we were paying before. So I did decrease our HSA contributions a little bit, and then I did increase both of our 401ks. So I'm really happy that that goal is done for now. We did bump it from 5% to 10% for both of us, and I feel like that's a really good place for us to be right now. If you watched my life after debt video that I did a few months ago, I had originally talked about bumping us up to 15, and we just decided that right now we're gonna leave it at 10, and then hopefully we will be able to slowly increase that a percentage or 2 or 3 every single year, depending on if we get raises or anything. So right now we're gonna stick it at 10, and then we're just gonna kind of reevaluate later this year. If we get raises, we might just increase it as we go. But we do also both have matches for our 401ks, so we are putting 10% in. My husband gets 4% from his employer, and I get 7% from my employer. So we are still putting more than 10% in both, and it averages out to about 15.5%. So I'm happy with where we're at right now with that. And as you can see, I also did just fill in this February category. If you follow me on Instagram, I talked a little bit about our tax refund and what we're doing with that. I did put $100 into my son's 529. We had to open him an account because he is a newborn, so he did not have an account. So we did open him an account. So that is why that's in there. And I just didn't want to forget to put it in there. So I put it in there for February. So as you can see over here, I put our goals in. So this was our goal for our emergency fund. We did start the year with $5,171, and our goal is to get to $20,000, which means that we need to add $14,829 this year to our emergency fund to meet that goal. And as of right now, we have $11,560 left to our goal, and that's at 22% of finishing that. So that's really exciting. Other goals that we're looking forward to this year are our house fund, my Roth IRA, and then just doing some additional 529 savings. I talked about this a little bit in a couple of videos ago about our 529. It's not a huge priority for us. It's kind of a goal that we're waiting till the end of the year to discuss and kind of work on, because it's not a priority for us. Our kids are still very young, and yeah. So it's just not a huge priority, but we do want to set some money aside. So we did set a $2,000 goal. We'll see what happens. It depends on a lot of different factors. We are possibly going to be selling our house this year, so we're kind of in a limbo of our financial goals, but that is why we do have a $25,000 house fund goal as well, because we do want to buy a house in the next year or two. So moving down to our net worth. So as you can see here, our home value was at $275. I have not updated this in probably almost 6 months or more. I'm not planning on updating it anymore right now because we are possibly going to be selling our house. I don't want to overestimate. And honestly, our Zillow value, which is kind of what I use as a baseline, it's not accurate. The Zestimate is not very accurate, but I feel like the range is pretty accurate. It's been all over the place. It has been up, down, all around, crazy. So $275 I feel like is very conservative for the value of our house. So we're just going to leave it at that for now. And then we have our HSA, which is at $6,475. If you have watched my last couple of Debt Free Friday videos, I've talked a little bit about our medical bill situation. We do have like over $6,000 that we're gonna have to pay towards our medical bills. We did pay a couple of like smaller medical bills that were just like, $100, $200. So that is reflected in this $6,000. It was over $7,000 in December, so we have started to kind of drain it a little bit, but we are planning on using it mostly for our medical expenses. I'm still tossing around how we're gonna handle paying for those because they are just so large. So we'll see. More to come on that. I haven't even gotten all the medical bills yet, and my son is almost a month old. So we will see about that. And then next is our retirement and savings. So this is our emergency fund, our sinking funds, and all of our retirement accounts. So I actually did open a Roth IRA a couple of weeks ago with our tax refund. I put $1,500 in to the Roth IRA for 2021. So I did fund a little bit of 2021, which felt really good because we can now add another $6,000 for 2022. So that's just what we decided to do with part of our tax refund. We did not get a very big tax refund. It was about $1,700 total between state and federal. I feel good about that. I know tax refunds can be a little bit of a contentious topic in this community. So if you feel like we should not get a tax refund, that is your feelings to have. I prefer to get at least a little bit of a tax refund just because I don't want to owe money to the IRS. So that's where we're at with that. So this is encompassing our emergency funds, sinking funds, my Roth IRA, and both of our 401ks through our employers. So we are sitting right at 160. This did actually go down quite a bit. I think it is up a little bit from December, but our actual 401ks have gone down quite a bit because of the market right now. It's really up and down. And so when I pulled these numbers on the 31st, it was pretty significantly down. So I'm hoping that this month that we will be back up a little bit. So we are sitting at 160,700 right now for our retirement accounts. I still feel like that is a really good amount, and that is, like I said, including some of our savings as well. So that's not all of just our retirement. And then I do have a brokerage account with M1 Finance. If you guys have not heard of M1 Finance before, I talk about them a lot. I opened my brokerage account and actually my Roth IRA through M1. I really enjoy the app. It's super easy to use. I will put a link in my bio and the pinned comment if you're interested. They do have a promo going on, I think until March. That is, you get $50 when you open an account. So it's a really good deal. You only have to put in 100, you get 50. So if you have not opened an account yet and you're interested, check that out. I definitely recommend them. It's super easy to use. I love how like automated the investing is and all the different options that they have. I also have a video on M1, so I'll link it in the cards above if you want to check that out as well. And then the only other asset that we have is our car value. I have also not updated this. This is definitely a conservative estimate. When I pulled the Kelley Blue Book a few months ago, it was like over $26,000, which is insane because it's way more than we ever even paid for the car. But the used car market is just really crazy right now. So we are sitting at 17,000. I'm not going to update it. I'll probably pull a Kelley Blue Book again in like June timeframe, somewhere around there, and just kind of see where it's at, but I'll just leave it probably if it's not under that. So that leaves our total assets at $460,375. I feel like that's really awesome. I'm super proud of all the progress that we've made with our assets in the last couple of years. It's definitely been a heavy focus for us as well as debt payoff. All right, and then moving down to our liabilities. So as you know, if you followed me for a while, our only debt right now is our mortgage, which is really exciting. Super thankful for that. We did have student loans previously. If you have not followed me for a while, we paid those off in 2021. So we are currently sitting at $208,400 at our mortgage. We are currently paying off about $400 a month, just paying our regular mortgage amount. So that is really great. I'm not planning on paying anything extra. Like I said, this is not our forever house, so that is not a priority for us right now. However, when we do purchase our next home, which is hopefully more of a long-term home for us, I do plan to incorporate some mortgage payoff in my plans going forward. So stay tuned for that. I am excited to share about that when we do purchase a home, whenever that happens. So I'm really excited about that because I feel like debt payoff is really exciting to me, and so I really want to have our mortgage be a part of our long-term financial plan. So more to come on that when that happens. And then just scrolling down. All right, so down here I just have a simple chart for our net worth by month. So this is just how we track our net worth. I do have some of the columns hidden. I am going all the way back to January of 2021, which is when we first started tracking our net worth consistently. So I do have this chart going all the way back to January of 2021, which is when we first started tracking our net worth consistently. So you can see that. And then I just have a few months previously. So you can see in November we were at 240, December 248, and January 251. Like I said, January was kind of a rough month with the stock market, so our net worth only increased $3,675, which is a little bit lower than typical for us, or at least it was typical for us in 2021. Obviously, the stock market had a really amazing year in 2021, and we cannot expect that going forward every single year. So we will kind of just see what goes on this year. We just hope that for the most part, our net worth is increasing every single month. Obviously, there's going to be months where it might decrease, but as long as that trend line is going upwards, I am satisfied with that. Also, this month we were able to break 250,000, which is a really cool milestone. We are officially quarter millionaires, which is really exciting. Coming from a negative net worth at most points of our adult life, this feels really good to meet such an awesome milestone. So you can see just a really simple chart here, just going over like the month and the trend lines. So you can see that here. I'm going to scoot myself over here so that we can talk about the net worth milestone tracking. This is the last thing I have on here. So I just have a tracker here for any milestones that we're meeting. So as you can see, we met our 100,000 milestone in January of 2020. We met 200,000 in August of 2021, which was 8 months, which is crazy and really fast, but definitely due to like how crazy the stock market was in 2021. And 300,000, we will see when we hit that. Hopefully in the next few months, maybe. We'll see, depending on the stock market. Like I said, it's really crazy right now, so it's so hard to estimate when we're gonna hit these miles. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this new style of video. Let me know if you liked it in the comments down below. Again, I will be sharing these videos every single month. Hopefully, I will be sleeping more next month and my head will be a little bit more clear and these videos will be better, but I'm tired, you guys. It's been a rough month with this baby. He does not like to sleep, so I am hoping for more sleep and more fun updates next month, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.